Good morning. Happy first day of the next week. I'm a little late, and I'm going to tell you why. Full disclosure here. I made a video. I got online. I found this great idea for a video about Highland Cows, why they're so popular, why their price is so high, and I made it. But in the process of making it, well, not in the process of making it, in the process of uploading it and then editing, I realized I sounded more like an idiot than what I normally do. So we're making it again. There's some of my girls. Yeah, there's some of my girls. Aren't they pretty? Very majestic looking. Who would not like, well, maybe not while they're peeing, who would not like a pasture pet like that? They draw a lot of attention. Isn't that right, girly? Y'all draw a lot of attention. Got neighbors around here. We're kind of barely out in the country. Got some new houses that have been built. I have not met all the neighbors. Drove up, was going to town, drove up to the end of the driveway. And there's a lady and a baby carriage holding a baby. She was holding the baby. And another child, about 2 years old, I think, somewhere around there. Looked like a little curly-headed boy. Anyhow, she said, "Hey, I hope you don't mind us out here admiring your cattle." Actually, she said cows. And then the little curly-headed boy come running up to me going, "Moo." Who doesn't like that? Isn't that sweet? I get attention like that all the time. People driving down here to look at them, driving down the driveway to look at them. The mail lady, she loves delivering packages down here. When they're out front, she likes to come by and look at them too. So, there you go. Part of the reason they're so popular, because they're just so darn good looking. Even the adult ones. Babies are cute as can be. Even the adult ones look good. Look, everybody's going to be in the shade. I know I've told everybody this, how I got started in Highland cattle. In 2020, yep, during the pandemic, I was wanting to, we got rid of all our horses. My wife got goats. I said, "Hey, got some land out here. I'm gonna get some cows." Thought our little spot is, including the house, is 15.5 acres. There's probably 12 acres that is pasture land for us, maybe 12. So I started looking for some cows to get. I wanted miniature cows. Yep, miniature cows. That's what I wanted. And I sat there in front of the computer and researched and researched and researched. Now, growing up, my grandfather had polled Herefords. And Herefords are beautiful cows. I mean, you gotta admit. That right, Crooked Horn? Are you gonna let me pet you? Huh? You just want to lick? That's it? Usually you're very skittish of me. Huh? No, that's not your baby. Anyhow, where was I? Yeah, old Herefords. Miniature polled Herefords. That's what I wanted. There was a farm I'm in Arkansas, up almost around Fayetteville area, I'll say, that had miniature polled Herefords, and I contacted the lady and said, "Hey, I'd like to come do a farm visit. We're coming up to that way in a few weeks." And she said, "Great, just come on up. Give me a date. Let me know when you're going to be here. Call me when you get close." So that's what I did, and I loved them. They're awesome. My wife on the other hand, said, hey, we're getting little cows. Let's get the little fluffy ones. So here we go. Nope. I'm getting the Herefords. But I researched. And guess what I found? I found that these cows are wonderful beef cows. And I know it personally because when I can find the meat available, I buy it. I load up our freezer with it. And in about 6 months to a year, I'll have my own in my freezer. You can milk them. Their milk has a very high butter content, which is probably why their calves start off growing so well and fast. They do slow down, which contributes to the marbling in the meat. They don't grow that strip of back fat. You don't have to feed them out for them to have marbling in the meat. It's just natural occurring. How are you doing? You got plenty of milk. You need to just spit that baby out either tonight or tomorrow before I have to go to work. Sorry, we don't need to look at all that. Anyhow, as I was doing my research, I found, viral photographs. There's the guy holding he's from Happy Hens and Highlands, something like that. Anyhow, they're out in North Carolina. The picture of him holding a little calf in his lap and his little tongue sticking out, and it's just adorable as can be. I mean, you got to admit, it is. And that picture went viral. Millions of people saw it, liked it. So here we are. 2020, I went and bought my first two. They are where? Good question. One of them's in there eating hay. Nope, she's not in there eating hay. Yeah, maybe she is. I don't think so. Let's see if we can find them. Anyhow, while we're looking, so we don't have to watch Garth and Blossom make another baby. Yeah. I kept doing the research on them. Called some people that had Highlands, and that is, if you're interested in it, call around, talk to people that have them. Don't talk to people that are advertising a Highland for sale. There are so many scammers out there. Look up the farms, find someone with a farm name, call and talk to them, ask them all the questions you want to about Highlands. You can call me. I will put my phone number in the comments. Check this while we're out here looking for cows. And I'll tell you what I can. I'm not the most knowledgeable yet, still. But I'll be glad to help you out all I can. So, long story short, I found somebody that had two for sale. One was a heifer calf, about, 6, 7, 8 months old. She wasn't too old. She wasn't very old. And then a cow. And I bought them. Now, these people wanted a deposit, which I do not recommend doing deposits, but some people want them and some people don't mind paying them. I had done the research on these people. I knew they were legit. It wasn't a scam. So I paid the deposit. That was in 2020. Went and picked them up, brought them back. Oh, several months later, had a calf. So now I'm up to, I actually up to 4 because about a month later we went and bought another one. There's our third one right there, Daisy. She was as cute as a button, wearing a hat and everything. There's one of the calves. She's an older calf, but look at her. She's adorable, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're as cute as can be. Look at there. That red one is, what, 3 months old? She is growing quickly. That black one there's a year old. There's Grandma. Hey, Grandma. That's the oldest one out here. Step around the corner here. You're 6 months old, aren't you? Brother, sister, and mama. That's my first one I bought right there. Greer. So anyhow, I went all in and started buying registered cows once I learned what I was doing. It took me a little while. I went to my first auction the following May, thinking I was going to spend about what I spent for those, about between $2,000 and $3,000 per head. That was my plan. You know how plans go. Not always very good. So what I ended up doing was spending $4,000 and over, and I brought home a pair that I bought for actually $4,000. That was Crooked Horn and her baby at the time, and then Bossy. Both of them were well worth it. Bossy was already bred. Crooked Horn had a calf. She wasn't bred back yet, but she did have a calf on her. So I was already making a little bit of money, I guess. If you go by some politicians, I should have already been paying taxes on the money that I had not made yet. That's a different story for a different day. So people want miniature Highlands. That's what I get calls for the most. Everybody that calls want to know, how tall are they? How tall are they? How tall are they? I don't sell miniature Highlands. There are people that do. Good luck to them. The Highland breed is a smaller breed. There are Highlands that are standard size. She was laying down up there, the black one that's fixing to have a calf. She's big for a Highland. Yes, she is. So they get the very long furry hair, mainly in the winter. I'm in South Arkansas, so when they shed off, they shed off. But they do well. They do well in the heat. They do well when they got itches. They do well in the cold. They do great in the cold. Last year we had a couple days that were single digits, and I had 2 dogs that stay out in the barn. They loved it. And the cows, they would run and jump and play. They loved it too. They do great in the cold. Giving your baby some milk. I see you peeking around over there. Pasture pets is what a lot of people want. The next auction I went to, thinking I was going to pay about $4,000 per cow, they decided the bright thing to do was also have it online. So we had people bidding online, and amazingly, as I learned, there were several country music artists that have decided to get into Highland cattle because, again, pasture pets, they're cute, they're adorable, especially when they're babies, even when they're grown. And my $4,000 cows I thought I was going to pay, well, the first one I bid on, I didn't even buy her once it got to, I think I stopped at $7,000, and that's what they ended up buying her for. And the next one I was going to bid on was the big black one that I ended up buying, and I paid over $7,000 for her. You know, I don't know. Prices are high still. If you're planning on getting into Highland cattle and you call somebody and they give you a really good price, if they're a reputable breeder, you better take the price. Going to an auction, you're going to spend a lot of money. I mean, look at him. He's so cute and adorable. Wouldn't you love to have one of those running around your house? Just remember, he's going to grow up to be 800 pounds. He may be short, but he's still going to be 800 plus pounds. So the internet has contributed to the price of these things and the popularity. The cuteness is the most wonderful thing. I'm trying to sell them for beef. Beef and replacement heifers. And if I get more land, I will save some of my heifers. See you peeking around. But for now, I sell replacement heifers. I do not sell miniature Highlands. I sell registered and unregistered Scottish Highland cattle. Cattle have come from, I guess these are American Scottish Highland cattle. They originated in Scotland, in the Highlands of Scotland, thus the name, and the islands around Scotland. There used to be two different breeds. Red ones, her, and black ones, her. And over the years, they have bred into many other colors: dun, white, silver, yellow. Doesn't matter what color they are or what's your favorite, they're all pretty. Anyhow, that's my take. That's my take on why they're so expensive. That's my take on why people like them. Yep, pasture pets. I've seen them go for $10,000 to $20,000. I'm not paying that much for one, but I have seen them go for that much. Anyhow, I hope this video turns out a lot better than the other one was going to, because it was not going to be the best. I just sounded like a robotic idiot. Oh, she turned her head. I don't even have a name for her yet. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. I should have said that earlier, but I didn't. And y'all have a blessed week this week. I hope my week goes a whole lot better than my last 2 weeks went. And I'll see y'all next week, if not before.